Hi, welcome to Watch With Me Wednesdays, episode 1. Today we're going to start with one of my favorite sports manga, Ping Pong, drawn by Taiyo Matsumoto, the manga genius in exploring delicate emotions and intricacies across multiple genres. His works span from sports, historical, slice of life, seinen, and so much more. The story of Ping Pong, in summary, is about the overconfident Peko growing through his initial defeat to the Chinese transfer student Wenga and his childhood friend Smile training to overcome his weakness in pitying the weak. It is also about the whole cast of Ping Pong characters, learning to accept and face their harsh fate. There are many ways to understand and enjoy Ping Pong. To me, what I'm the most moved by when I'm reading or watching is the delicate star and moon relationship between Peko and Smile, which I'll be discussing in part 1. And in part 2, I will be sharing my thoughts on mediocrity and the gifted hero as the discussion. Peko, as we see from the beginning, is the carefree genius type of player with impeccable reflex and athletic instincts. He's the ever-shining star, as it is hidden in his name, Hoshi, in his full name, Yutaka Hoshino. He's the star not only in the Smile's eyes, but for everyone else too. Smile, on the other hand, is quiet. He's deemed robot-like by everyone in the table tennis club. He's always overshadowed by Peko, the star. And we're shown this through the repetitive comments by Obaba, by Coach Koizumi and Wenga and Kazama. Everyone notices that he's always letting himself be dominated by Peko. And in many instances we'll come to find out that Smile is actually aware of his role. He thinks of himself as the moon, as it is in his name Tsuki in Tsukimoto Makoto. The moon never tries to overshine Peko. From the beginning, he's never shown the urge to win, and is always letting Peko be the center of attention. He knows Peko has always wanted to become the ping pong champion since young, and Smile believes he exists to bring out the hero in Peko. One day, the old dynamic seems to be changed by Peko's defeat to Wenga. Peko goes by unnoticed by Wenga. Instead, both Wenga and Coach Koizumi is interested in Smile, the shadow. Coach Koizumi relates to Smile a lot because of his past as Butterfly Joe. In his last battle against his childhood friend, like Peko and Smile, his friend kept playing despite his injury, and Butterfly Joe couldn't defeat him. He tells Smile, "You cannot fly across the ocean on wings so thin." And in a way he's saying it to himself, reminding of perhaps it is those words from Coach Koizumi. Smile feels Peko's wings have gotten weak and he's not using his full potential, not being able to fly as high as before. After defeating Coach Koizumi in their unofficial match, there's a sudden change in Smile's behavior. There seems to be a sudden change in Smile's behavior. He tells Peko, "I'm leaving ahead of you." While it seems that Smile is changing, I believe his motivations in pushing himself to be a better player, to shine brighter, is only because he wanted Peko to become stronger. In a flashback, we found out Peko was the one to teach Smile how to play, how to hold the paddle gently like an egg. How Peko was the hero from Ping Pong Planet. Smile knows more than anyone. The genius in Peko is incomparable with any other player. Peko is the one that made Smile finally smile for once, and to comfort Smile with the saying, "Blood tastes like iron." Smile believes in the shining hero and always says, "I've waited for him for a long time." Smile is happy being the supporting moon in the night landscape, quietly reflecting and aiding the bright star. We'll be looking at the cast of engaging characters in the harsh setting of sports in terms of talent and practice. For Smile, he doesn't want the fun of ping pong to become complicated by competitions, trainings. He wants things to remain simple in ping pong. He doesn't want his actions to affect and cause someone else sadness, to let anyone down, or to crush anyone's dreams. Smile always has difficulties with players who have a strong motivation to win, winning in order to prove something. He always ends up pitying them and how they are having issues accepting their fates of mediocrity. In Smile's conversation with Coach Koizumi, Smile asks, "What's the point of trophies and awards?" Coach Koizumi answers with, "These are landscapes you can admire only at the top." Smile wants to be mediocre, only he is one of the few blessed with talent. Coach Koizumi has always said, talented people themselves never seek anything. People who don't know themselves are always the ones who struggle hard to win because they want to prove something. This is very true in the case of other characters we'll introduce now. For Sakuma, or as they call him, Akuma the demon, he plays ping pong to prove that he can beat Peko with hard work, despite knowing his lack of talent since their childhood ping pong club. Demon has always had beating Peko in ping pong as his goal. Later in the story, after Peko decided to quit ping pong, Peko started to trash his body with snacks. Upon seeing this, Demon was mad because he knows Peko and Smile are the birds that can fly. They had the talent that he knew that he didn't. Some birds aren't able to fly. For Kazama, or as we know, Dragon, he is the two-time national star winner. He's hardworking and skillful in technique, but on his shoulders is the weight of the team, the school, his family, and he no longer plays ping pong for himself. The heaviness of ping pong ends up limiting his flying capabilities. For the Chinese transfer student, Wen-ge, his initial motivation to play comes from wanting to prove himself to the Chinese national team that rejected him. He used to play with a lot of shame and resentment, but he is in the top league in Japanese ping pong world. But he still ultimately lost to Dragon, Smile, and Peko. Here is when the symbolism behind the ocean is important. The imagery of the ocean almost appears every time when the characters go through a sense of acceptance or change of motivation. After Demon quit ping pong seriously, he said his heart became calmer like the sea. It was there at the ocean where he saved Peko, who almost drowned, because deep inside, Demon wanted the hero Peko to come back to. The ocean was the place to welcome the players when they had finally come into terms with their fate in ping pong, and they finally let go and moved on. It was also at the end when Smile and Dragon was conversing by the ocean, where they revealed their contentedness with Smile being a teacher and Dragon eliminated from the nationals team. And always above the ocean, Peko is there flying. What Dragon, Demon, and Wen-ge realized while playing or watching Peko play was that the strongest players let you fly the highest. Although they knew their match would end in defeat, the experience of the match was a place they longed to be. They were able to see Peko and Smile's potential, and they were all able to transform their jealousy for talent into wishes for Peko to shine as the hero. And we shall conclude with Peko's motivation in playing ping pong. Peko was not the typical protagonist. His fall in ping pong came early and quickly. Instead of fighting like everyone else in the manga, as we would have wished him to, he ran away like a coward and quit ping pong when he was defeated by Wen-ge. Like how we might have done sometimes in real life. Peko is also selfish most times, and we always wonder if Peko knows what Smile has been doing all along. Because he knows Smile so well, he knows everything Smile hates the most. He knows Smile is always too soft. Bad times, Pekko's selfishness makes him relatable. And yet when Pekko plays ping pong seriously, he's undeniably the bright star. He becomes the hero. In his last matches against Kazama and Smile, his knee injury should have been unbearable to continue. Yet he continued the battle alone because the hero always has to fight alone, right? And Smile, everyone else knew this and chanted for the hero to return. And there finally enters the hero. Thank you so much to everyone for listening to the end, and hope you enjoyed the series Ping Pong. And I hope you're inspired to watch the anime or read the manga as well. And I'll hope to see you back here next week on Wednesday. Bye. See you again.